rewind back to the 2011 Rugby World Cup, where England was supposed to be hosted during the group stages by this fine Canterbury region. Fast forward through that in a devastating earthquake where England had to be moved around and could not get their chance to experience what Canterbury had to offer. Today, on their return to New Zealand for the June Internationals, they have taken the chance to play out a match here against the Crusaders at AMI Stadium, how it could have and should have been back in 2011 for the World Cup for England. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornf1akes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the tour match for the June Internationals. England taking their chance here to see what Canterbury is all about after missing out on their chance to see this great stadium in action in 2011. They were playing the Crusaders, who will be thankful for a bit of a hit out during a rest of their Super Rugby season, and they have a decent squad made up of non-international players, and even when you take out those international side players, it is still a good team that the Crusaders can put together. Their backline is led by most players who would already be in Super Rugby sides, as are their forwards, and it is a good Canterbury side who should give England, hopefully for England and the Crusaders, a bit of a run for their money. England, on the other hand, are going for somewhat of an experimental, younger players, a wider training group kind of squad to give them some game time, grow some experience in the team, and hopefully build some confidence for the rest of their tours and the rest of their season. It's been not the best tour so far for England, and they were hoping this could be a little light at the end of their tunnel from their tour. About ready to set to kick off here. It'll be Tyler Blindell will kick off this friendly match here, friendly tour match between England and the Crusaders, and we are underway. And it's kicked off from Blindell, and he gives it straight to Cornf1akes. And it is the Crusaders off to a flying start here already. Goes back to Blindell, passes in the tackle. He finds his man out there in Lilo. Lilo giving it to Cornf1akes, and the Crusaders open up the account almost instantly. Cornf1akes coming from nowhere. It's 5-0 to the Crusaders. And what a pass out the back there. Look at this go through the side. Cornf1akes shows some great speed, some great pace. And he's gone all the way and scored. What a try. England haven't touched the ball. Blindell got completely hammered. But it was a pass from Lilo to Cornf1akes. And some great pace. What a start, of course, for the Crusaders players. It is all about things like getting into the Super Rugby side for the remaining rounds for the Canterbury team. And, well, one man who's made a great start to that impact already is Cornf1akes, not regular in the starting team, but he's given Blindell the great chance to score the first conversion. And with that, it is 7-0. The Crusaders leading England. What a start to this match. Ferocious stuff here. England looking a bit shell-shocked already. Here's Cipriani. And the number 10 kicking off. Trinder giving a good chase here, but it falls straight back down, and it's nicely taken from Taufua. He's a hard-running, hard-tackling flanker as Taufua, but he's lost his ball. And here come England. Dixon giving it to Slater. There's a good run here for the bigger lock. He's trundling up towards the line, but he's pulled down just short. Good defence, but now England are hot on attack. Slow ball, if it ever comes back, it won't. And it will be the Crusaders who get it back, and Iverson is smashed back into goal. Well, it's a good scrum. Set piece opportunity here for England, but look at this Crusaders pack. He fires it wide to McNichol, who kicks in the tackle of Watson. And not a bad result there. The Crusaders are looking very good at the moment. England lineouts just inside the Crusaders half. Gray throws in at the front, taken from Slater. Dixon delivers to Cipriani. Looks to put Barron in a gap. That's nice pass to Trinder. And he just gets pulled down. A good tackle from Cornf1akes. He's been impressive already. Johnson, ball out to Thomas. Where's the space? Here it is for Foden, and that is a massive shot on Foden, and he's turned over as well. Here come the Crusaders. Out wide they go. Fonatia once again, and a big break here from Lilo. Finds support in Blindell. The Crusaders keeping this ball alive somehow. Now Lala giving it off to Tupou. He goes to ground, and Edwards steals it now. England have the ball. Wow, this match is all versions of excitement and real tour match here at the moment as Lala picks it up. Beautiful pass off the ground. He finds Blindell, and Blindell's wrapped around the head. And Kivcic is guilty on that occasion of going too high. The ref's pulled that up, and Blindell will probably fancy his chances here. No. Well, in pure tour match, it's going for touch. And that's what it's all about here. It's about entertainment. It's about getting the tries. It's about beating the big international opposition. Here's Corey Flynn. Will throw the line out. Oh, and it's stolen at the front. Nicely done from Slater, but it's knocked on instantly from Dixon. A chance to shine here for the scrum half. He's butchered that opportunity. And that chance goes begging for England to clear their line.
Touch. Sit.
And it will be Hines. Defeat the scrum. It's a good scrum here for the Crusaders. No ball here for England at the moment. Hines goes out to Blindell, who gets hammered, but offloads nicely. Fonatia giving it to Lilo. He's, just short.
Release.
What a run from Lilo there. Here's Hines. Short pass, and it's a try to Blindell. That's 2 to the Crusaders already. And they have really come from nowhere in this match. England are looking completely shocked here. Blowing off their feet at the moment. Tyler Blindell gets a try. But look who sparked it all. It was Fonatia and Lilo. They have been fantastic. The tackle from Trinder was all that stopped Lilo getting the try. And Willie Hines was quick to deliver the ball. Out to his fly half. Got the job done. Here's Hines. Took the one straight tackle off the ruck. And England, well, they're looking in a spot of bother at the moment. They're behind by 12. And I would surely imagine it's soon to become 14. Blindell. Now's the conversion. It's 14-0, Canterbury Crusaders leading England. And this tour match for the June Internationals. What's happened to England? This was their confidence builder. This was their blowout. It's coming unstuck here as Cipriani kicks off again. He goes across to Foden, and Foden plucks it out of the skies. Gives it to Haskell. And that's a good run, setting the ball up for his backs now. They go left. Trinder. Oh, nice pass to Watson. Beautiful pickup. Watson's got the chance. He goes around Taylor, and we have another try. This time England get there first. Anthony Watson, great try. And England get themselves some final reward. The try scorer Watson did it easy, but look at that pickup and pass there from Trinder, who has been impressive. Watson showed Taylor the step. He showed him the right foot, and he left him for dust. It was a bad pass from Dixon, who really hasn't had a great continuation here, but Taylor, poor effort on the tackle. Hines was there, couldn't stop Watson. And England stormed back into this match. Cipriani will convert from way out on the left side. This will be a good tester here. Cipriani lines it up, and he comes. Strikes it nicely, and that'll be 2 points. Danny Cipriani adds the extras, and England are right back in this match now. It's 14-7 as we near half-time. 7 minutes to go. Blindell outplayed Cipriani already, but he's had a lot more ball, and his forwards have been very good as well. Foden's been hammered as he got that one from the kickoff. Did well to secure it as they go out to Barrett. He feeds it out to Atwood. Looking wide again for Trinder. Trinder can't get through. And he's in a spot of bother as well. He's going to lose possession. And the Canterbury team come away with it. Lilo back inside for Blindell. He gets taken down from Haskell. Hines. Left side, Lilo. Good ball back inside for Taufua. Just about breaks through. Hines. Flynn. Oh, over the top is beautifully done to Whitelock. Now here's Lala getting through another tackle. Inside England's 22.
Release.
Looking for one before the halftime break. Hines. Back it goes nicely to Everson. He's drawn backwards.
Release.
England fancying their chances of a turnover here, and they'll get the ball. Yes, they do. Comes back. They go wide. Cipriani looking to feed outside, but he's been taken beautifully and turned over. Look at that beautiful work from Tua Tavaki. Again, and Canterbury on attack again already. Whitelock pops it back nicely. And eventually Corey Flynn goes to ground. England's defence not in any structure at the moment as now they go wide. There's a chance for Natia. McNichol back inside for Lilo. And he'll get it down. Lilo scores. The Crusaders get the try. And they'll take the halftime break with their lead restored. Wow, what a matchup we've had already. One half was pretty much complete, but England looked like they had this covered. Watson did the good work, Cipriani covered, but then look at this from Lilo. Bust through three would-be tacklers. Barrett was there, Dixon was there, no chance against the strong running of Ray Lilo. There was also a half attempt, you could say, from Waller. Loose head prop, unable to stop him. And well, the Crusaders, well, they'll be liking their chances here. They've outperformed England. All ends up as we head to half-time. It could be 21-7. It will be 21-7. Blindell nails the conversion. And we have a real game on for England if they're going to secure any confidence from this match. 21-7 at half-time. And looking at these stats here, England have been comprehensively outplayed by the Crusaders. 66% possession for the Crusaders and 68% of territory. Both teams making 2 handling errors, but it is the Crusaders with 5 line breaks at 3, and 3 of them have become tries as well. England are forced to make a lot of tackles, and they haven't really wanted to kick any ball away. They're running it from everywhere, and that may be the reason why they're struggling to contain this Crusaders team. You just can't give these New Zealand franchises too much opportunity, or as we can see already, they will punish any comers come near them, really. England are suffering at the moment, down by 14. Can they pull it back in the second half? Let's get back down to the action. AMI Stadium, England back in Canterbury to face the Crusaders. Cipriani, well, won't be pushing for a test start with the way he's played today, that's for sure. Here he goes, kicking off to the left side. Trinder, on the other hand, has played very well. Taken down. England attacking early through Haskell. That's a good play too. From the blindside flanker. England struggling to hold on to this ball, but they do so just. Waller going back to Cipriani. He's lining up 3, but he's put that wide. Drop goal from Cipriani. He's no Wilkinson. He's more dangerous with the ball in his hand as opposed to at his feet. Canterbury will get a chance to clear this out and clear their line. Blindell for the Crusaders. Kicks it over the top, and it's nicely claimed too. Kevsic does well to give it into Atwood. He's a bit isolated. And it's been the story of England's match so far. They've lost the ball. And it is Hines giving it off. Nice set of Blindell. Now he's busting the line. He finds Taufua. And Taufua goes to ground just over halfway. England piling into this ruck will get the ball back. But their attack is all sorts of disjointed. Trinder pops it over the top. Oh, that was awful. Had a man running with him, gave it to him, and he just cut back in. And rightfully so, he is extremely annoyed. England just not having anything go their way at the moment. Flynn will throw in. Over the top of everyone it goes. It's taken to the back from George Whitelock. As McNichol comes in, it's stolen from Johnson. Dixon picks it up. Now he needs support. Oh, he's not going to find a single dime in there. It's turnover ball to Canterbury. And look at this big run downfield from Perry.
Release.
England still can't get the ball back. Good's up in the line. He's looking to help his Englishman out. They need this ball, England. Oh boy, they need something big very quickly. Taufua gives off to Blindell. Big hole near the ruck, and he just goes scraping straight through it. Here's Hines again. Short side it goes, finds Flynn. Running close to the ruck again.
Release.
England's defence around the breakdown is appalling at the moment. Whitelock. Perry, back inside it goes. And it's a grubber kick from McNichol that has gone astray. Bit of a let off there for England. But they're going to struggle here to even think of getting into this game here. Only 20 minutes remain. Canterbury could be on the verge of a big upset. Cipriani thumps it long, gets out of his territory, goes all the way down to Lilo. He runs it back, finds McNichol on his outside, who gets crunched. Big tackle coming in. McNichol against Foden. A good matchup at the moment. Barrett finds support in Slater. No way through there. He throws out the back door, finds Barrett again. Thomas wide, Tinder. Nice ball to Kivsic. Going back to Foden. Finds Kivsic again. Waller has the big prop. He trundles upfield.
Release.
England, though, are nowhere to be found, and Canterbury get the ball back. Hines goes wide. It's there for Tuivasa-Vaki, giving it to McNichol, and Watson comes across and he's in goal.
Crouch.
Well, where was the
Touch.
fair mark there? Not called at all from England.
Sit.
And they're going to pay a heavy price here. It's a 5-metre scrum for the Crusaders, but a good shove here from England. Might get them this ball back. It will. Johnson picks it up, goes for a bit of a run. Wide ball. Kevsic finds it back in where the scrum packed down. Surely he'll have support there, and he does. Atwood goes for a bit of a scamper, finds Cipriani. Cipriani! He draws in two, finds Barrett on the outside. Barrett gets hammered, and that should be in touch by the Crusaders. England searching for this miracle play at the moment. It's not coming for them at all. Gray will throw in. Looks for Slater at the front. He's thrown it away. And Tupu has stolen it for the Crusaders. Perry to Fonatia. Wide they go. Lilo, he'll go outside to McNichol, who goes back in for Blindell. Blindell puts a grubber in. It's trouble, but it's too deep. Tyler Blindell, how good has he been tonight? England will have to opt for yet another 22-metre dropout. There's just 6 minutes remaining on the clock. It goes deep. Barrett chases hard. And it's kicked across field from Taylor. Gray finds it there. And the hooker scampers up towards halfway.
Release.
Still no English support here at all. These rucks are just getting destroyed by Canterbury.
Advantage.
Oh, and a knock on. That should give them a chance here. Thomas goes wide for Atwood. Big passes. Trinder. Out to Barrett. Oh, Barrett's knocked it on as well. Oh, goodness me. Comedy of errors here between these two sides. But we will go back to the first knock on coming from Everson.
Crouch.
Well, this is last throw of the dice here for England. Their scrum's been all right, but their breakdowns have been appalling. They have won very little of their own ball, turned over even less of the Crusaders, and that single-handedly is the reason why they are doing so poorly tonight. Barrett gets it to first receiver, finds Trinder, who's been good. He's taken down a good tackle there.
Release.
From Fonatia. But look at this again from England, struggling to get the men across to secure this ball. Here's Haskell. One play to Barrett, finds Cipriani. Oh, that's dodgy. Thomas, big ball out wide for Foden. Now here's the money man. Foden looks and steps. Oh, he goes through and slips. Gets up, plays it again, finds Barrett. Kivsic, nice run from him. And he goes to ground, the open sider. Dixon, short ball to Johnson. Here's Cipriani. Cipriani's by the defence, looking to get through all the way. He's fallen short. England piling in this ruck. They want this ball. They need another try. They're going to get anything out of today. They need another try. Big ball. Kivsic won't get there. Foden will. England score in the death, but it's too little too late. Foden has been starved of the ball. He is really one of the best players in this English side tonight, but he has just not had the opportunity. You saw just moments before when he got that first ball. He broke the line, he cut them in half, and he really set England on the front foot, but it has been missing for 90% of this match. Finally they get clicking, and the match will be all over. Massive pass here from Dixon. That's what made the try. And Foden's finishing is second to very few. One of the best in his class, that's for sure, Ben Foden. And he gives England a little glimmer of hope, a little light, but it will be the Crusaders who get the big scalp of England here at AMI Stadium. Cipriani will finish it off with a conversion attempt, which is very good. He's been not bad tonight, Cipriani. Starved of possession, starved of front foot ball. And that is a recipe for disaster and a recipe for a loss against, well, a very good performing Crusaders team who look rearing to go for the resumption of Super Rugby. They have got the job done. They have defeated a below strength English side. Tries to both wingers for England were very good. Watson was good. Of course, Foden was good. But it was just the breakdown. The speed to the tackles was very poor from the forwards for England, and that really was a catalyst for their defeat. 21-14, not a good day for England at all. The try scorers for the Crusaders, Blindell, Fonatia, who just sparked this game into life right after the first whistle, and Lilo. Those two, Fonatia and Lilo in the midfield, were outstanding, and I would imagine they have to feature for the Crusaders very soon. Blindell was very good with the boot, 3 from 3, and ran very well as well, offloading every opportunity. As for England, tries for Watson and Foden, Cipriani nailing both conversions. But it was really a story of England not retaining possession. The possession was even in the end, 48-52. England did pull that back quite considerably, but territory was always with the Crusaders. They camped in England's half for quite a long time. Handling errors didn't help. 13-4. England made quite a lot in the second half, but it all come down to that consecutive rucks and some consecutive breakdown wins for England that did not do it for them today, and they could not keep the ball. They could not keep momentum, and it eventually all come unstuck. The Crusaders did enough, and they get the 7-point win over England today in this tour match, which has been a great spectacle. And that wraps me up for today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again very soon for plenty more Rugby Challenge. It'll never be going away, and I'll see you there, wherever we may be next time. Until then, take care.